From the PSIA-AASI satellite studios in Corvallis, Oregon, I'm George Thomas. You are listening to First Chair, and today we've got a very special guest. Ben Nilsson is joining us to talk about how things that he's learned from PSIA-AASI have helped in other aspects of life. Ben, thanks very much for taking the time to chat with us.
My pleasure.
So, Ben, I know there was a post from Andy on social media that you responded to, and he reached out and said, "This is a good story." And after chatting with you, I have to agree. Tell us what happened. You were severely injured, and how things that you learned through PSIA-AASI really helped you recover.
Well, yeah, I had a multi-injury event while I was working, teaching a guest at Arapahoe Basin in Colorado, and I was standing still on the hill and getting ready to set up our next drill with my guest. And after that, I don't remember what happened. I'm only told, but I was clobbered by somebody going about 40, and he knocked me unconscious. I was out for 5 minutes without breathing, and miraculously patrol got me up and moving. And it's been I had fractured ribs, really bad ankle. I ended up getting a couple of surgeries and then a total in bone replacement, which has healed. Physically, I'm doing great. I'm still 90% with my cognitive function. So I still don't, I'm eligible for rehire when I feel like I'm ready to go. I don't want to be my best if I meet those guests again. So that's where I'm at this year. I got the most help with my brain and my function of the brain, and not really in the AMA realm, but in an unconventional outside of insurance type deal. So anyway, here I am. I've been skiing. I'm feeling great. My balance was affected. My hearing was affected. One of my eyes didn't track. So it's been a lot to take care of, plus the ankle. But we didn't really know that the head was such a problem until I was feeling better physically, because I was unambulatory for 8 months. So I'm probably as fit and ready to go physically as I've ever been this time of year. So I'm excited about that and very grateful. So
Now, the
I remember.
accident was February 2023, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have been skiing since then.
Yeah, I skied about 40 days last spring. I learned, this is really interesting. I learned that my balance is inherent when I'm in motion. So when I would get my boots on and step into the skis and go ski, my balance didn't disturb me. But when I got down to the parking lot to take the skis off and everything, I struggled. So, and we've resolved that issue, but I thought that was really fascinating.
What was that like emotionally for you to get back out on the mountain? That could have been terrifying in itself.
Uh, it wasn't. I think I was born an adrenaline freak. So, I was pretty confident that I would be fine as soon as I stepped in those skis and walked towards the lift line. I knew, but I'll be honest with you. I began to progress my way back onto skis I live in a mountain town called Kremling, and we have side country right out my back door. So I started doing really rudimentary, easy all-terrain skins and skiing, and that helped me progress my confidence. And while I did that, I tapped into the Piaget model of 3 stages of learning, trying to evaluate and assess where I was at with what I was doing, which, we were talking earlier, that's the cognitive stage where we're really thinking, and we have to, we're moving our hands and making funny faces and figuring out what to do and with our body as a movement. And then started to work, recognizing that, oh, okay, I kind of got the idea of this. And then when we practice it a lot, it becomes autonomous after lots of repetitions. So I kind of went through that stage uh, on skis, but I tapped into that uh, because I used it in my early stages of physical therapy. Um, I really had to reteach myself how to walk and think and do a lot of things. It was, yeah, I was, let's just say I was a grizzly bear for my wife and to my primary care physician. So I'm finally feeling, he told me I had the best physical I'd ever have a few days ago. And my physician told me that I was no longer a grizzly bear, but now I'm Pooh Bear. And I probably couldn't have done that without using, you know, something that I've had so much success with my guests, that stages of learning model. It really, it kept me from going crazy. Because I knew that, this was a new thing because of what had happened to me.
What it sounds like you're excited to get back on the mountain and start teaching again. Or do you have any kind of a timeline? I know you have to meet some health requirements, but personally, do you have a timeline for that?
Well, um, I, I would like, if things go as I hope they would go, if I get my desired outcomes this year, um, with my cognitive and my communication skills, I will, I would like to teach again next year. This year, I'm going to ski as much as possible. I live within an hour of 8 ski areas where I live, and I have access to them and a lot of. So I'm going to catch up with friends, have fun, ski with them. Even have guests calling me. I might even just ski with their families for fun. Um, and I'm signed up for 2 clinics with PSIA. One is first week of December. I'm going to resume and learn how to progress in the Nordic ski world. And then I signed up for a clinic at Beaver Creek, which is get in the off piste for a couple of days, and that's going to be a blast because they have some tremendous gates there, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get through those. So I'm gonna I want to make sure that I mean, A Basin, the culture and the leadership there has been phenomenal in their support for me. Um, I'm not so sure their liability insurance company is very happy with me, but because of all that had to be done, but I'm thankful for how it all worked out.
It's funny. I was sitting here listening and thinking, I wonder if signing up for a clinic might be a good idea to get out and be in an organized event out on the hill that's more structured, where you are occasionally stopping. And I'm excited to hear you say that.
Well, I'm fortunate, when we've been doing what we're doing, we have a lot of friends that we can tap into, a lot of professionals. But I thought I need to get, I need to get face to face with some PSIA people, and I'm not afraid to suck at the highest level. I'm pretty confident my skiing will be fine, but I think the Nordic thing is going to be really great because after with what's going on in a lot of our resorts, it's really busy on weekends. So I'm probably going to Nordic ski away from resorts on the weekends and pick some great days to ski during the week. So that's my plan.
So, as far as your overall recovery, where are you feeling you need to put the most work right now?
I'm still getting home directed tasks that I can do from the organization that helped treat my brain at the source. It was called plasticity. So I got to continue doing that. And then I'm really focused on fitness. My health really really suffered from being unambulatory. Uh, I think when you are used to skiing 150 days a year, and then the other things that you like to do in the off season, we autonomously are fit beings, it doesn't take that much effort. We're just doing what we do. But coming back, I mean, I just turned 70 on the 15th of September. So, coming back from being, not able to walk for 8 months has been quite a journey fitness wise. And I've had some extraordinary people in physical therapy, fitness, my wife, everything else. She has me on an eating plan that has produced the best extensive blood lab results that I can ever remember as an adult. So I'm kind of looking at this as, instead of, oh, it was a tragedy, as it's something that I think I will be better. I have much different perspective on living present now. And I tell you what, it's easy for me to find good in moments every day.
I was going to ask a follow-up question, but I think we're going to end right there.
All right.
I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, and I'd like to do a couple of follow-up interviews with you throughout the season as you're getting out, and I'd really like to talk with you after the clinics that you take.
Oh, that would be great. I think that'd be fun.
So, all right, we'll do some check-ins with you in about 6 weeks, and I'm really looking forward to staying in touch with you. Ben Nilsson, thanks very much for joining us on First Chair.
All right. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate you.
From the PSIA-AASI Satellite Studios in Corvallis, Oregon, I'm George Thomas.